Hello, my YouTube family. Guess who's back? Yes, I am back, and I did my very first cut crease. I guess this is my attempt to a cut crease since this is my first time. I'm so sorry that I've been away for so long. Life has basically taken a toll, and I've been extremely busy with the salon and MAC. Right now I'm on call at MAC, but because it's the holidays, I'm definitely working a lot more. And it's been really fun, and I still love it. I just definitely wanted to take a little bit of a different turn just for the moment. But I'm still doing makeup, I'm still doing freelancing, and I'm definitely still at the salon as well. But without further ado, if you want to go ahead and learn all the techniques that I used for this look, please continue to watch and be sure to subscribe and thumbs up, please. Thanks, guys. Now that I'm done with my music video, we're going to start off with our 24-hour primer on both eyes. Now jumping in using our Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette, and starting off with Pink Cream with my 217 MAC brush all over the lids. I'm really loving the consistency of these eyeshadows in this palette. Next I'm jumping into the color Bark with my MAC 231 brush to create the cut crease line. Of course, this doesn't have to be 100% perfect just because we are going to go ahead and clean this up once we create that cut crease. Now using my MAC 219 pencil brush, we're going to go ahead and just buff out that line. I also picked up a little bit more of the color Bark and added it to it as well, and then just kept buffing more and more. Grabbing my MAC 217 as I do baton twirls with it. I'm grabbing that one to go ahead and buff out any harsh lines. Next color we're going to be using is Maple, and that's going to go right on top of Bark to help the blending process. Jumping into the color Walnut right on top of that to help that blending as well. And the final transition color is going to be Tan. This is going to be the very last one that's on top, and that's going to help blend all the way up to my highlight that I'm about to apply. Grabbing my 217 again to help blend all of that all together. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my 239 brush by MAC and use the color Snow as my brow highlight. Now to create the cut crease, I'm going to use Painterly by MAC. It's a paint pot, and it's kind of like a cream eyeshadow as well. And I'm just applying that heavily with my 239 brush. And that's just going to go ahead and make sure that that is all cleaned up and perfect. And my favorite brush for brows is the 208 brush by MAC. I have a ton of these brushes, especially when I go out and I'm doing makeup freelance. I'm using the color Mystery for my brows. This is my absolute favorite color, and I'm very sad because they're discontinuing this color. And for my concealer today, I will be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Natural with a damp beauty blender. I'm going to apply that to my 5 o'clock shadow because sometimes I'm a man and I just need a little bit more help on to concealing that, and also putting that underneath my eyes for a little bit of highlight and color correction as well. Jaclyn Hill made me do it, where I'm going to be using the Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani in number 6 with my damp beauty blender. I love this foundation. It's very silky on my skin, and it's very lightweight. Next, we're going to go ahead and start the baking process with the RCMA powder. I'm in love with this powder. I always use a dry beauty blender. I've tried the damp one, and it just didn't work for me. I felt like it got a little bit too cakey, so I always use a damp beauty blender to apply this. Still using that same powder, I'm going to go ahead and use my Morphe E52 brush just to go ahead and press the rest of that powder into the rest of my face. Next, I'll be using the Morphe M438 brush just to go ahead and sweep away all that excess powder from the bake. This is my favorite contour brush right now. This is the MAC 109 brush. We're going to go ahead and use matte bronze to go ahead and contour my cheeks. I feel like I go back and forth with contour colors, and this one has really been my holy grail that I always go back to. So I forgot to tell you guys that I had already applied my lashes off camera. These are Intoxicating by Flutter lashes. Jumping into the MAC 168 brush, I'm just going to go ahead and use this to bronze the rest of my face with that matte bronze. I'm going to be using the Morphe E55 brush to contour my nose. Manny MUA said that this was the best brush to go ahead and contour your nose with, and to tell you the truth, he's pretty accurate with that, absolutely. I'm also going to use my 224 brush by MAC to really buff out those lines to make it look as natural as possible. And if you don't know already, we're going to be using my favorite blush, Blushbaby by MAC, and just blending that into my contour using my MAC 150 brush. For my highlighter today, I'm going to be using the Mary Luminizer with my Morphe M510 brush. I love this highlighter. It gives such a beautiful natural glow. I know that Jaclyn Hill uses this one and I want to be her so bad. Do I look like Jaclyn Hill yet? Do I? Going back to that color Bark and using my Morphe M432 brush to apply that on my lash line, and also going to go ahead and use the MAC 219 brush, which is my pencil brush, to go ahead and just buff that all out to make it look very smoky and seamless under there. Of course, using my favorite MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash mascara for my bottom lashes. I love this mascara, but I definitely am open to something new, so if you guys have anything that you absolutely love, please comment below and let me know, and I'll go ahead and try it. Today for lips, I'm going to be using ColourPop's Ladybug. This is actually going to be the first time I've actually applied it on camera. I've heard nothing but great things about this formula, and I was about to apply it on bare lips, and I was just like, I don't think so. And quickly grabbed my MAC Prep and Prime Lip Primer, of course, to go ahead and put underneath this liquid lipstick. You will never wear another liquid lipstick without this thing. Now, I didn't use a lip liner before applying this, and it was actually a little bit more difficult just because this formula dries very, very quickly, so I felt like I had to work very fast with it. Now to set all this gloriousness, I'm going to be using the Clinique Moisture Surge Face Spray. This is for anybody that is dry at all, and if you don't know, I'm very, very dry, and this has changed my makeup game for sure. And there you have it, guys. This is my final look. I hope I taught somebody something, that's for damn sure. But at the same time, I really enjoyed doing this look, and I really hope that all of you loved it, and I would like for everyone to subscribe and share this video with all your friends and family. Thanks again, guys. Happy holidays!